everyone, welcome to Minute Meta. I am your host, Darth Tedward, and today we're going to be going over the color settings for Modern Warfare 2 and going into Warzone 2. I'm recording this during Modern Warfare 2, but this will also be actionable for Warzone 2. This is useful on PC and console. Console, this is fantastic because you now actually have some custom settings that you can do. And PC, this will actually save you some frames because you no longer have to use NVIDIA settings or NVIDIA filters once you have these settings, and if you have AMD.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Also, it saves you because you couldn't use NVIDIA filters. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that you want to do is go to graphics, scroll down until you see right here, brightness. You want to click brightness. There's not actual slider there right now. You have to click this to get the slider to go out. That way you can see all of this. For most people, the setting is going to be 55. Depending on your monitor, that might change. But for, I would say, probably 80% of people, you're going to want to put it on 55. Bump it up from 50. You want it to be a little bit brighter than barely visible. Like, see, even right here on 50, I can take mine down to like 47 and still see mine. I don't know if you can see it in the recording, but I can see it. You want it to be a little bit brighter than that, just so that dark areas of the map are a little bit brighter and you can see things inside of them. Now go back, and the second thing, you want to go down to interface, and you want to go to this section right here, custard color. I just said custard. Why did I say? Never mind. I want some ice cream. I always want ice cream. You know, you don't keep this shape. I'm not in shape, but I definitely am a shape. You don't keep it by not eating ice cream. So let's go ahead and just continue going on. You want to go to custard. I said custard again. What is going on? It's fine. Color customization. You want to click on color customization. Once you're inside of color customization, there are a few things that you need to do. The first thing you want to do is go color filter and go to 2. You can kind of play around with these if you want and see which one you like better, or you can just trust me. I think filter 2 is the best. I think it creates the most contrast of players off of backgrounds, making everything bright and vibrant. You want to turn the world color intensity and the interface color intensity all the way to 100% and make sure that the color filter target is on both. You want both this on 100% so everything can be as bright, as colorful as possible. You don't want this dull game, especially like Warzone 1 was at the beginning of the game. It looks so much better whenever you have these turned on. Number 2, you want to go to the HUD color palette and turn that on Tritantanopia. I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry for the colorblind community if I'm saying that wrong, but that's what you want to change it to. That also changes a couple things in the brightness settings. The great thing about this year is because they are doing this and they let you adjust it, you're not just stuck to it being random colors. There's not random colors. It's made for people who are colorblind that can see, but you can adjust it to wherever you want to. So what I like to do actually is leave it where it is, but I've already actually changed some of mine, so mine are gonna be a little bit different color. But I actually changed my team back to blue, my party back to green, as you can see right here, team blue, and my party back to green. That way it's normal for what it is in my head. But then I also like to change my enemy to bright pink. This makes it to where your enemy in game, and if you're in like domination or something like that, hard point, where if they're taking something over, it's pink, it makes it pop even more. That way if like something shows up on the screen, where like, because right now the way it is if there's will be like a dot above the person's head. If you're over them and you're like ADSing, a dot appears on their head, where there's actually like some red in a lot of these maps. And whenever we're going into Warzone 2, there's also going to be a lot of red because they're based around these maps. If you turn it to pink, it actually pops off of these maps a lot more. That way, if you like are sliding across ADS, or I've actually had some do it when I'm not ADS, if you're like just going across, pan over, and you like center over someone, the dot will appear above their head. So even if you don't see them, if that dot appears, it pops off the screen really, really bright, and you can see them and track them easily. And yeah, that's about it. That's going to be all the color settings you need to do. Again, you want to do these whether you're on console, especially if you're on console, because you don't have the option any other way. If you're on PC and using NVIDIA filters, you can use the NVIDIA filters and get more color out of it, but it's going to hurt your frames by about 10 to 20%. So I suggest turning those off, just using this. This game is actually very, very vibrant, and so doing this is good enough for me, especially because I am also streaming while I'm doing this, and so I don't want the frame loss as it is. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Make sure you like this video if you found it useful at all, and make sure you subscribe so you can find your way back here. We're doing a lot of things Call of Duty, whether they be guns, setups, settings, tips, all of these good things. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all stay out and aim for greatness.